What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Paddock, and today we are going to learn a minor pentatonic Kenny Garrett lick. Kenny Garrett is one of my all-time favorite saxophone players. I love the way he plays. I love his own unique style. He's definitely got his sound. The second you hear him, you know that it's him. He can play a ton of styles, from funky stuff with Marcus Miller to straight ahead as straight ahead can get. He's just a killing saxophone player. Today, we're going to learn one of his licks from the tune Happy People, which is one of my all-time favorite Kenny Garrett albums. The lick is actually super easy. It's just based on the minor pentatonic scale. And he plays it after one of his verses, and then later on in the solo, he develops the whole solo around this lick. And the lick is really easy. Let's take a listen to him play it. Yeah, so it's just one of those perfect examples of, it's a simple lick, but the way he phrases it, the way he articulates it, it makes it sound so cool. And then he takes this lick and later on in the song develops the entire solo around this lick that he played as a little go-between lick in between a verse and the chorus. Before we dive into the tutorial, I'd like to thank Legere Reeds for sponsoring my videos for the month of December. I'll be doing 8 videos this month, and they have sponsored them all, and I really appreciate their support. And in each video, I have told you guys what I like about Legere. In the first video, I told you my favorite thing was the consistency. In the second video, I told you that I really like using them with my students. And the reason for that is we never have to worry about, is it a good read or is it a bad read? It's just always a good read with Legere. And then every 5 or 6 months, you have to replace it with another good read. So today, I'd like to tell you one of my other all-time favorite things about Legere. I'm known predominantly as an alto saxophone player, but I play everything. I play alto, bari, tenor, soprano, I play it all. And I use Legere signatures on all of them. So when I am doubling, if I'm playing a gig where I'm playing alto, soprano, tenor, which happens a lot, using synthetic reeds and specifically a Legere signature makes life so much easier because you don't have to worry about the reed. You don't have to wet the reed. You don't have to wonder if the reed dried out. A lot of times when you're doubling, that saxophone will sit there for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour, hour and a half before you play it. And if you have cane reeds on, you have to figure out a way to get those reeds wet before you play it. With a synthetic reed, every time you pick it up, it just works. So Legere signatures have made my doubling life so much better. Okay, so let's dive back into the tutorial. This lick is based off of the minor pentatonic scale. So minor meaning we're going to use a minor scale, pentatonic meaning we're going to use 5 notes. So the scale is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1. And this lick is in the key of F sharp minor. So the 1 is F sharp, the flat third is A, the 4 is B, the 5 is C sharp, the flat 7 is E, and the 1 is F sharp. So it sounds like this. So like all of my past videos, we are going to learn the lick based on scale degrees as opposed to notes. I'm going to put the lick up below, but I'll put the scale degrees above it. But we're going to learn it by scale degrees because we want to be able to play this lick in other keys. And especially a minor pentatonic lick like this, it's going to be super useful because you can use it over minor chords, dominant 7th chords, and major chords, which I'll tell you that at the end. I'll tell you how to do that at the end. But right now, we are going to learn this lick in the key of F sharp minor. So it starts on the E of 2, and it's 16th notes for the most part. And he is playing them very articulated and very fat. So there's space all around him. It starts on the 5, which in the key of F sharp minor is a C sharp, and it works its way up to the 5. So it comes in on the E of 2, and it goes 5, flat 7, 1, flat third, 4, 5. So in the key of F sharp minor, that would be C sharp, E, F sharp, A, B, C sharp. Now he scoops into that C sharp, so we're going to go ahead and start doing that from the beginning just because it's a really integral part of the lick. It makes it sound really good. So we're going to scoop into that C sharp. Then he works his way back down the scale to the 7. So he goes, from there he goes 4, flat 3, 1, flat 7. all together. Again. And then he just finishes it out with F sharp, A, which would be 1, 1, flat 3. And again, he scoops into that last note. It's a pretty important part of the lick, so we are going to scoop into that last note from the beginning. So again, that is 1, 1, flat 3. Now, what makes this lick sound super cool is he's playing behind the beat. He's articulating really strong. And when he gets to those last two notes, he plays 2 eighth notes, which makes the lick feel like it's kind of getting behind the time and slowing down. So it sounds really cool. Take a listen to the whole lick from the beginning. So that's the whole lick. Again, it's a pretty easy lick to figure out because it's just based on your minor pentatonic scale. Now, the beauty of a minor pentatonic scale is you can use it on minor chords, dominant seventh chords, and major chords. So on minor chords, obviously you would use it on the root of the minor chord that you're playing. So if we are playing this lick in the key of F sharp minor, we would play it over F sharp minor 7 chord. But you can also play it over the relative major. Relative major just means the major that is in the same key of that minor. So they're relatives because they have the same key signature. So the relative major of F sharp is A major. So we could play this lick over a 7 chord or a major 7 chord. Because there are no G sharps in the lick, it doesn't matter which 7th that we have. So you can play it on dominant 7th or a major 7th. Now, a little bit more about minor pentatonic licks working on your major scale. They work, again, because they are relative major and minor. So the minor is the 6th mode of the major scale. In other words, it's the scale that you play starting on the 6th note of the major scale. So if A is your major scale, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp would be your relative minor. So that's why we can play this lick in F sharp minor or A major. All right, so now we can play this lick in the original key. Let's figure it out half a step up in the key of G. So we're gonna play it in our G minor pentatonic scale. So your G minor pentatonic scale would be G, B flat, C, D, F, and G. Now the lick starts on the 5 and it works its way up to the 5. So in the key of G, the 5 is D. So we're gonna play D, F, G, B flat, C, and D. So that's 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3, 4, 5. Then it works its way back down to the flat 7. So we go 4 down to the flat 7. So that'd be C, B flat, G, F, which would be 4, flat 3, 1, 7. And then we play 1, 1, flat 3. In the key of G, that'd be G, G, B flat. So put the whole lick together. Again, that's your lick in the key of G. Now when I play that in the middle of my horn, it sounds muddy to me. So since we're in the key of G, we can take this whole thing up an octave. And that is your minor pentatonic Kenny Garret lick. This is such a great lick and you can use it in so many places that I highly recommend learning this in several different keys. I'd like to give another shout out to Legere Reeds for sponsoring my videos for the month of December. I'll be doing 8 videos and I really appreciate their support. If you have not tried a Legere Signature, I would strongly suggest it. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. If you now know how to play the minor pentatonic Kenny Garret lick, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, leave me a comment, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot.